Am I happy to see you? I'm in a bit of a situation here. Locked in. And I'm not alone. What should we do? How do we get out of this room? I'll be taking this.
Section of a prequel.
Some doors in Metamorphosis require voice recognition data to open.
You have to go. This goes way beyond you. Stay here. I'm coming back for you.
Hello. It's Cooper. Good job getting the girl out of immediate danger. You seem to have a solid handle on things. With the arrival approaching, we're being watched more closely than ever, and so I have to pretend to work. However, I'm installing a help desk in your OmniView display. Select the help desk icon if you need my expertise along the way. Good luck tonight. No doubt, the girl would be doomed without you.
Welcome to my domain. Care to purchase new? Lower price rack away from the trolls. Listen in on voicemail messages. Moderate price rack patrol routes. Spot price rack through walls. Free email exchanges. Listen in on voicemail messages. Lower price rack away from the trolls. Monitor price route patrol routes. Spot price route through walls. Free email exchanges. Spot price route through walls. Come back anytime.
Thanks for getting me out of there.
Signor Octavo joins Metamorphosis. Librarian is now preeminent manifesto scholar. I met the librarian this morning. He's a sweet man, with his heart sewn directly onto his adorable little lapel. And I do so admire his passion for literature. In a former life, I would swoon over a well-read man. But I hope for his sake, he learns to bury that part of himself. In here, following your passion is the shortest road to recalibration.
Y390H. I see you're admiring our latest installation.
Why do you keep these books away from us? I can handle them.
Maybe you're right. However, there are others in your class who are not as strong as you. And books like those can make them sick. Would it be fair to let you read them, but keep them from your friends?
That doesn't sound fair.
Well then, so are you saying you would prefer that they read them too? Will you have their illness on your conscience?
I don't want that either.
Of course not. I am not a filter for your ideas, child. I am your shield. There is so much ugliness in this world. Let me stand in the way of it. Let me stare it down. Your eyes are too pretty to witness such things.
I appreciate the compliment, Headmaster.
I am done.
(390H). You must hurry along now. The rest of your class is already inside.
Why does he hold those books away from us, Senor Octavo?
It is the headmaster's belief that those books sully the minds of pre-cows and should therefore be removed from our curriculum.
1984.
1984.
1984.
Books like these
1984.
paint a rosy picture of the world, but they are not meant to. They are not paintings of the world we want. They are mirrors, reflecting the world we have.
I don't know what that Brisrack's intentions were, but I'm glad we didn't stick around to find out. What's yours is mine.
Bacon, 在哪里？大小，这单码不是我用的呢，单码是本身就有的，这到底啥？靠趣味的。OK。
You're about to send the girl back through the part of the facility she just escaped from. There may be something for you back here, but I doubt there is anything of use to her.
Oh, I don't know.
The library. It feels so quiet after hours. It used to be filled with books.
Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Morphosis.
The librarian's glasses. His office is up there, 3rd floor. We should go to him now.
What have you got?
can recharge here. You found me a good spot. They won't find me in here.
Be careful. The Prizrak in this part of the facility are unpredictable in their rounds. You never know where they might turn up.
Welcome to my domain. Free email exchanges. Come back anytime.
Situation is clear. Nothing to report.
Allpay, guess. Copy.
It's quiet.
你哪呀？诶
I hope they can't see me here.
这够麻烦的啦。
Have a quiet night.
I'll check his pockets. Nice. I hope they can't see me here.
用一个。
Salinger, amateur sculptor of teenage angst.
This game starts by saying you've won the
Everybody's
Rover lottery. Trust me, this is not something you want to win. In Papers, Please, you work the mundane job of Arstotzka Immigration Services, which means cross-referencing fingerprints, stamping passports, and asking people intrusive questions. Sound boring? Tell that to Soul developer Lucas Pope, who's sitting on a mountain of Game of the Year awards for Papers, Please. I am not worthy. When I play Kentucky Route Zero, I'm transported to my childhood. I can smell the coffee-stained computer in my father's home office. Conway's surrealistic point-and-click adventure is something best experienced on a quiet Sunday morning. As the sunlight pours into the room, I wonder when the developers at Cardboard Computer will release the next episode. I don't mind waiting though. Every new episode is a gift. Tower defense games are a dime a dozen these days. But Kingdom Rush is the real deal.
Real
I
deal.
wish I could tell you why, but I'm not a game designer. Well, I made a game one time, a game about a handsome, quiet guard who escapes from his horrible job. I call it Rogue Cooper.
Rogue Cooper.
I would pronounce the team behind this freaky little game, but text-to-speech has a hard time with the word Simogo. These guys did some light-hearted games before making Year Walk. When I played this game, it really frightened me. How do you go from such happiness like Bumpy Road to a psychological head trip like this one is beyond me. I hope these guys didn't fry their brains. They call Super Hexagon a Twitch game. I doubt even Doc Holliday had quick enough reflexes for this one. I've never gotten farther than 3.5 seconds. It's intense. I don't know if that's because it gives me vertigo, or because of the ominous lady shouting game over every time I die. If you find a cassette player, perhaps you could hear what is on it. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideout.
Salinger, amateur sculptor of teenage angst. In Catcher in the Rye, he forces us to watch Holden flit from school to school. Oh, poor Eo, tormented by Hera's gadfly. When Caulfield realizes that he, not the institutions, beleaguer him the most, he is truly at risk. Our beloved pre-cows must never know their gadflies and ever rely on their Republique to satisfy.
Republic to
We don't need another Mark David Chapman.
Mark David Chapman.
One of the great terrors of literature is its ability to touch a reader's unspoken experience. But you understand, librarian, a Republique requires peace between its citizens. Animal Farm gives voice to bigoted trends we must erase. Its laws separate citizens into different body types. Those with 2 legs and 4 legs and wings. It's a short jump from this fiction to realizing that you've never liked the color of your neighbor's skin. This one belongs in a cage. There are few things, librarian, as disappointing as failed leadership, especially when that leadership fails by giving in to mental illness or desire. Hawthorne came from a line of leaders, but you wouldn't know that by reading his account of Dimmesdale. The Scarlet Letter would teach our citizens that its leadership can succumb to the weaknesses that we work daily to cure. Such doubt is unacceptable. Where would we be without faith in government? Voltaire suffers from the core flaw of satire. He manifests the very villainy he intends to lampoon. Do we want the women in our Republique to believe themselves currency in Voltaire's economy of sexual exchange? Intended or no, this preserves ancient viciousness against women and would justifiably lead half our citizens into unproductive rage. Customs agents across Europe once refused Candide passage. We must persevere where they have relaxed. Put this in the box with Leaves of Grass. He and Whitman deserve each other. He would teach our innocents to dance and carouse. Seduction and the majesty of a man's body befit such a vagrant as Zorba. But they don't belong here, where we give people their best home. This is a blueprint for destroying one's life. Are we not here to give people happiness? They cannot be taught suicide.
They cannot be taught suicide.
All's quiet here.
好呀。
What have you got?
靠腰。靠背，来说。那另外一个啦，惊死。
It seems this door requires Omni Level 2. You can upgrade your OmniView software at a demon server. I'm detecting a demon server near the Overseer's office. The nearest approach is from the museum.
I hope they can't see me here.
The librarian's portrait has been taken down. I hope this is only a symbolic gesture.
Very symbolic gesture.
It's the right thing to do. Librarian okays decision to protect pre-cals from literary rot.
Huh? Literary rot.
It's the right thing to do. Librarian okays decision to protect pre-cals from literary rot. Do you want me to literally eat my words?
Oh, I am sorry, Miss Sade. I should not have thrown that newspaper at you. But how could you write this? I did not agree to ban books. The very implication hurts me to the bottom of my soul.
Well, I am sorry about your hurt bottom.
But
I used only direct quotes from you, Librarian. See here. You said about Fahrenheit 451, and I quote, "It is worse than distasteful. It is revolting. Your words."
You asked me what I thought about the burning of books, not the book itself.
You did say it, though.
This is insanity! You are shameless.
Then take it up with the Overseer. And pick up this mess on your way out.
The quiet night.
I'll hold on to this.
Clear. NTR.
NTR? 嘛袂讲哦，嘛袂 NTR。
This may come in handy. It's locked.
False prophet infiltrates Metamorphosis. Masquerading as Prizrak, man brings toxic agenda to our perfect garden. The man's name is Zager, I believe.
Zager.
Daniel Marcus Zager.
Daniel
Apparently he
Marcus
was some
Zager.
kind of journalist on the outside. If the overseer was smart, he'd label this as an act of supreme jealousy. After all, ours is a nation so wonderful that people risk death to sneak inside. Maybe we should take the initiative and lead with this angle.
To get into the headmaster's office upstairs, we will need his PIN code. I don't have it in my files, but we can recover it. We'll need to answer some security questions first.
Huh? 我唔知咧。
You found me a good spot.
干你老师，别别别！
Prizrak, he spotted me.
靠北北机啊！干你老师！有一个姐呢，北机。那招尾。
Engaging the subject. Bring up the threat level.
Mày sao con kia này à? Không yêu. Okay. Bye.
Let go of me!
Cái này nó không nào?
A PIN code is required. May I suggest gleaning some personal information about him in his museum next door? It might come in handy when answering any security questions.
Ah! Jeez. Oh, 존나. 해보네.
The girl must be extra careful around here. Some of my fellow Prizrak are wearing arc suits.
Axu.
It's protective armor that can withstand a direct taser attack. These guys are trigger happy and won't hesitate to attack the girl if they get the chance. Worst of all, their patrols are unreliable, meaning they could show up anywhere at any time. Probably best to keep the girl hidden if you spot a Prizrak in an arc suit.
My battery was getting low.
Remind the girl to walk slowly. Hurried footsteps will attract the attention of the Prizrak.
Welcome to my domain. Care to purchase new messenger and voicemail messages? Lure Prizrak away from the troll. Monitor Prizrak patrol routes. Free email exchanges, messenger and voicemail messages. Leaving so soon.
What was meant as a warning to Prizrak to be on the lookout for hiding precals is actually a good suggestion for the girl. Ducking behind the plant is a great way to escape detection.
Wow, we go.
in my adopted Japan, I decided to advance my study of genetics in America, and I couldn't have arrived at a more auspicious time in history. Within a year, they had put a man on the moon.
Huh?没什么特别。
What have you got?
If freedom of movement is one of the fundamental rights of man, then a prison trade, such as this was, provided an ingenious loophole for my scheming captors. They slapped a fresh coat of paint on its rotting sides, and even went so far as to give it a rugged and exciting-sounding name, the Siberian Express.
I think this is a replica of...
My rations of stale bread and moldy cheese seemed especially cruel as our prison train crossed the Kama River into the foothills of the Ural Mountains. There, we passed one bucolic farm after another, every field dotted with plump Russian black-pied cattle. Never in my life have I felt so bereft. I would have committed the most heinous of crimes to have tasted the rich, salty goodness of their flesh.
The train the headmaster was held prisoner on.
No sign of the pre-cal.
They forged me a pair of cold, gray leg irons to match the color of my eyes. A decidedly rare trait I believe I inherited from my Ainu mother.
爱慕妈的像。
If the food was bad, the water was worse. Discolored to the point that someone must have dyed it on purpose, and the taste could only be described as septic. Were it not for my robust constitution, I would have succumbed years ago to dementia from all the lead and other heavy metals in that toxic swill. And though I was born into a world already in progress, with its arcane laws and perverse morality, with a washwoman for a mother and a question mark for a father, I knew that one day I would retire to a country of my own design, free from societal restraint.
A cassette.
Situation is clear. All's quiet here. Going after her.
Sa小啊，你看无？飞机。
Another quiet night. I've apprehended the subject.
靠我腰啦，这种料理，然后我这一起就接。 麻烦的啊，搁等伊哦。其实这题真正，我感觉是应该性质的问题啦，但是这会当理解的。
Subject is in confinement.
Good idea. My battery was low.
Welcome to my domain, leaving so soon.
I'll hold on to this. It's too far away. Let's see what he's carrying.
Everything looks good.
This may come.
The first draft rumbled from my mind and shook the page like a 9.0 earthquake. The pen was merely the needle on the seismograph, recording the shockwaves.
In hand here.
Headmaster, over here.
If it isn't my favorite journalist from the Morning Bell.
It was a brilliant speech, Headmaster.
Why, thank you, Miss Sade.
Please, call me Maddie. Perhaps you could tell your citizens a bit more about the arrival. As much as you can state publicly, of course.
Of course, well, in a matter of weeks, we will take our bow on the global stage. The arrival is our world debut, and once it comes to pass, there will be little doubt that though we are a small nation and few in number, we are a force to be reckoned with.
I'm sorry, I had a follow-up, but I just got lost in the power of your voice.
Why, Matty, please, you embarrass me.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. Your cryptic answers, which I adore, I must add.
Thank you.
But they've left some to speculate that the arrival refers to our ascension as a nuclear power.
Ah, nuclear power. In the 21st century, nuclear power is a contradiction in terms.
Contradiction in terms.
Those dying republics split atoms.
Content.
No, my dear Maddie, what our Republique achieved is something far more impressive. And the mark we leave on the world will last an eternity.
I've got my post secure.
是这个绝啊。
Hello, librarian.
Good evening, Overseer.
Around the pre-cals, I must insist you address me as headmaster.
Oh, my apologies, sir.
What did you think of my lecture? You may speak freely.
Well, You most certainly have a passion for what you teach. It was most inspiring.
Your eyes and your words don't seem to align. Now, I asked that you speak freely. It's okay. No harm in speaking your mind to me. I will respect your honesty. In fact, I demand nothing less.
Well then, sir, to be blunt, It felt more like a sermon than a lecture tonight.
Do you take issue with that? Again, speak freely.
Well, sir, I have never been a part of an academy quite like this one. The pre-cals, well, they seem to study only one subject here.
What subject is that?
Well, sir, you.
You. Eh, 输掉啊！
Can you access that?
输掉啊！ 靠腰。
I hope they can't see me here.
蛮麻烦的路牌。
I've apprehended the subject.
啊？哦，碎掉啊！麻烦。就是靠一个 skip 啊，所以我去等啊。
Good idea. My battery was getting low.
Nothing. Everything looks good.
Check his pockets.
Clear. I've got my post secure.
靠北。
Upon completing the first draft I delivered it personally to a small publishing house in the capital of France. A minor company I acquired and resurrected to suit my needs. I even went so far as to live in the rickety old apartment above the offices to personally oversee the publishing process.
Everything looks good. Nothing going.
P0 here. No.
Clear. Place is
But
quiet.
somebody's Harry. Got it.
No sign of the pre-cal.
All right. Good thinking. I hope they can't see me here.
To get into the headmaster's office upstairs, we will need his PIN code. I don't have it in my files, but we can recover it. We'll need to answer some security questions first.
Better raise the threat level.
I hope they can't see me here.
干高拍过。
Raise the threat level.
Corning a illness were you recent diagnosis? 了解。哦，对，哇，太神啦！那有人来，刚无。我代志我先啊，情报响起就响起啊，无差。哎呀，现在难度到底强？靠呀，完。
啥物事拢无做，就过了一摊。
妈咪讲哦，你看我要两只，一起哦。算了，鬼抓人。高色记得。
Why, librarian, you look like you've seen a ghost.
I see many ghosts on these walls. Why would you and worse, display them proudly?
I have sat for pictures with many important people, even people I find disagreeable.
I suspect you mean me.
Help!
你靠北，靠两个人诶，你用这个敢有效？
Oh no!
哦，会知哦，先可以用诶。搞呀！我知迄物件。
中国希望探测全球上大个影像监控系统，连接是变色路径的车辆种类、涉水。
哇，我是骇客呢，那唔讲。
We can recharge here.
我是救这个人的，其实。
Over there. Quiet.
我小。
Heading for the subject now. Bring up the threat level.
有。
精神骇客全头观众精神力。
那袂讲。你看没吧
Prisrek, we've been spotted.
啊！
He's got me.
干嘛呢？看，好烂哦！他妈坏鬼了，不屈不挠的精神，不屈不挠的逃亡者。你奇怪，我饲两个啊，这。我有饲啊，你全部都在。
互绕到了会发生啥物事，毋免现在拢知影。
那咪讲哦。
I don't think you can see me from there.
这个无人去用走就得了。你奇怪，我是看伊个动作就顿。
It's too much ground to cover. I've been this way before. We're getting closer to the headmaster's.
checking in.
I'll take this.
그래요. 여기.
Good thinking.
赶紧说，干 bug， 好呀 bug 吧，你看 bug， 对吧？干你老师上小啦，哦，我起这病医袂起来呢，够寒的，我时间。嘿嘿。
Another quiet night.
I'll check his pockets.
等下拜我樓梯，看你係怎樣去公司說。
伊50個佚佗一院本。
啊，夠。
You found me a good spot. I hope they can't see me here.
Nothing going.
Locked. There must be a way to open it.
You got caught you on. Allpay 啦，我干嘛玩呢？你这物件
We owe a debt of gratitude to those giants whose shoulders we've stood upon. The earlier they lived, the larger their stature, and so the greater.
你知道这种游戏有现在有简中吗？因为这是思辨的物件。
His detractors
这是一种独立思考的物件。
And they would be right.
所以我跟你
But Yataro Iwasaki was given nothing less than the modest opportunity to bring an entire nation into the modern age, and he succeeded. The nerve of him.
Nerve of him.
While the 20s roared in America, they screamed like a Vladimir's hometown of Simbisk. Controversial man of the people, he was surely. And the fact that he spent time in political exile makes him that much more admirable, in my estimation.
那这一样的，Iwasaki， Yataro Iwasaki。
A personal favorite. For those who would criticize him for his monopolistic tendencies in the early 20th century, I say, shout it from the rooftops, or, barring that, hop online and voice your disdain in a chat forum. He would appreciate the irony. Plato's keen eye peered further into the future than any of his Greek contemporaries. He was, and will remain, the most vocal supporter of the classic Republic and its earnings.
The statue didn't illuminate. What happened?
这瞪个，瞪得来干到个。
I didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong.
我记得顺序了，对吧？
The father of Europe was besieged
Charlie
from all sides by pagan
Magnet.
tyranny. And then in the year 800, he did a most remarkable thing. He held the hands of secularism and religion and married them together in what would later be called the Renaissance.
Renaissance.
It is difficult to write a story as it unfolds, but to wait until it's finished is to risk butchering the telling of it. I would rather strain the wrists of those taking my dictation than cause even a modicum of butchery.
Modicum of butchery. 注意哦。
Her death in 1952 was a tragedy, not just for the Argentine shirtless who idolized her, but for the anti-Peronists who celebrated her demise. Christ had a similarly divided populace to contend with, and like Eva, succumbed to sacrifice at the age of 33.
右面，右面无麻掉呢？如果下面都无麻掉啊，这有麻掉唔是因为。
New statue.
诶，这支讲起来为虾米？这支是，为虾米？ 你现在心机假。
That worked. What's next? That didn't work. New statue.
我是4角今天就帮我。
The statue's already activated.
哦，第一个是伊啊，安尼对啊，那出去就迄啊。Easy.
While the plate.
我记得真够烦，然后再该拍死，这都不是前期游戏啊，没事。看你都没注意到它亮起来了，估计也惨你啊。
Her death. What?
Cheer it up. I think we did something right. Going in for the steal. A new statue lit up.
应该存2个吧。下一回哥，刚刚吧，刚刚。盖湖没湖吧？那没。没湖。那没挺贵的。那贵吗？那没了。
Worked. Let's try the next one.
这多少钱？然后被掏几个钱？给啊！大家都会看，你不可能跟啊你啊！没需要。
I think we need to activate these statues in some.
知啦，等一下啦，哦，懂了。
Going in for the steel. Got it. You've solved it. You're a natural at puzzles.
妈咪讲。拜拜。对。你说啥
？This is a Taser Model C2CEW. It really packs a punch, and will render its target incapacitated for the night. Equip the Taser as you would any item in the girl's inventory.
Taser.
Taser 你说啥啊？那你怕人嘞 ？C2。嘿嘿，在红色那个里。哦，我刚射起来了也。
Let's find a.
嗯。
The headmaster's office.
Headmaster. 哦。
I remember being here as a young girl.
Girl. 这个你等着 girl. Take a stop.
How's the weather in your corner of the world? What if I tell you you're going to try to guess my location?
我听过这种东西 ，Master.
I'm about given up on that.
Hey, Master.
It's been insufferably
他
hot
到
in
最后几
DC.
了解。
Then why are we meeting here? I'm sorry? Why not do this on the...
Huh?
Isn't built yet. What?
Huh?
I was told construction began a month after the attack. This is the U.S. government you're talking about. Maybe you've heard of us. Our contractors get paid twice as much to take twice as long.
Twice.
Right this way, sir.
Twice.
Watch your step.
Twice. 听到没？还要回听到没？Please sit. 哎，本人不介意这个名，你告诉我说，听到没说？What's up, bro?
I'm serious. We can talk about that. We're going to have to talk about that. If you want to hand the reins to someone who won't let the horse forget who's in charge.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
That's your problem.
That's a problem.
You've got too many leaders and not enough followers. You.
Not even model like me.
All of you should.
I do水嘞。
Table that for a second. Say we get you a plant, and this plant blows his whistle in the year.
Or 2 months.
Or whenever. They're still not about to dismantle their entire surveillance infrastructure over some bad press.
I'm afraid you're right. This is where I need your help, Vice Admiral. If you get me on board and in command, then it won't matter how red their faces turn, or if they turn red at all. They won't have to privatize under pressure either. I'll already hold the reins. But we'll give it a name. Carnival.
Carnival. The Arrival.
It doesn't matter. And we'll play act our way into the driver's seat.
I can't even imagine.
Leave imagination to me.
At least I think I would.
Yo. 这节目。我想。
Someone's coming.
哦，时间暂停，那呢？这么物件呢？改锤了。
And on the eve
哎呦
of the arrival note,
哈
Everything is fine.
哈
fine, you were assaulted by a
哈
prisoner, and you let altered copies of the manifesto reach the
I
children.
have the situation under control.
I'm beginning to
真假
think your definition of control is
这
different.
这里看到那些雕像啊，
They don't respect
尤
you
其这
because
里
you don't
Republic
wear the uniform. It's a weakness. It puts you at
首
risk.
领，
This is
哎呀，
an
我手里
historic night for us. There can be no room for error.
I understand.
Then you understand why Derringer will lead the arrival.
Derringer
What?
Derringer
I'm sorry, my dear.
Derringer 之类
I
的，
appreciate
哎，丢 Derringer Queen 哎，丢了。啊，这个人，哎，伊无呢？
the fine
You
work
already
you
buy.
do with the kids. But you lost sight of what's most important. Protecting me.
Protecting you 嘞，我操！
So, I can lead the arrival.
Murray, you speak the language of diplomacy. Derringer speaks the truth. Truth hurts. This isn't
妈
a
没
dismissal.
讲哦，
Derringer will still need your help when we get reset.
Yes, sir. The mentor is an asset to our cause. I look forward to hearing her ideas going forward.
妈不是卡狗，
Watch your step.
嘿嘿，怎么想？怎么想？
She's weak. I hope that's all it is.
像我理解看呢，
Where was Murray when the Prizrak attacked her?
The section outside the library. I'll look into it.
It's hard to know who to trust these days. Seems we're running a loyalty deficit around here. I don't mean you, Quinn, of course. I know I can trust you. Wait,
哎，老板，是啊，
I never forgot this before.
哎，
Must be old age.
哎呦，
No chance, sir.
一
Got
奢
a lot
侈
on your
哦，
mind tonight.
Quite so.
干这些看无？你来看，可以
Come,
讨论
young
出来啊
man,，let's get to
妈
the
袂算哦。你头坑你啊！啊，
上刀剑，
杀刀只。哎，哦，那是一个，
The door's locked. I
哦，那是物件。
Dawnmaster faces swift reprimand. Mireille Prideaux found with contraband. Overseer, none of us are above the law.
Librarian, may I come in?
Ah, headmaster, welcome.
哎呦，袂讲哦。
Mio, who
你
is
知
this
影为
fierce
虾米吗？因为敌人用另一个时间换不到，倒下的。
My ancestors brought these
Jessica.
from the amber trunks of Japanese spindle trees. I want you to have this one. Modest housewarming gift, nothing more.
Well, muchas gracias, señor. It's
Very-
a handsome piece.
It's a
I
handsome
shall
piece.
place it here on this shelf.
No. Lend it a bit more prominence. It's meant to be set out in the open.
Ah,
This way it can bring you luck.
Luck.
The eyes. Yes. They are a touch piercing. But that's the idea, you see. The owl is ever watchful. He will protect you.
啊，当哦，
at night.
啊，当哦。
yes. Well, it's truly, how can I?
Oh, you're welcome.
大笑。
You just acquired a fingerprint from that glass. Normally, the overseer wouldn't be so careless as to leave a usable print. But recently, in celebration of Zager's capture, the big man poured himself a stiff drink, and for a moment, let his guard down. those pristine white gloves came off, and he was one of us for a day.
Gentlemen, I wish to resign. This is grossly inappropriate.
Grossly inappropriate.
You are burning books. I have seen it with my own eyes. The books I procured for you.
Each book has been scanned into our servers and is now part of our digital catalog. You're merely hung up on nostalgia.
You are erasing history.
These books are my property now. I can.
我顶嘛去一个韩国台。
No. I cannot be a part of this. I wish to leave immediately.
伊迄阵好过啊，我就拍伊嘛，既然我拍英文咯，伊先做韩文的，到底。因为下骹是韩文，够强。我看伊聊天室袂歹。
You, like the books, are now property.
安尼很惨嘛，中
You
文。
will continue to fulfill your obligations to the pre-cals until I decide what to do with you.
What to do?
I have a few suggestions, sir.
Can't go any further.
所以这物料是假的，这无物件。我若咱看 email 就袂歹，再看一下叙事。应该可以。伊有一个问诶，这个问题咧，毋知，是安尼啊。
You now have what you need to access the librarian's office. I know the girl is anxious to find him.
对啊，我是这样知。安这嘛。 靠腰啊！MS 的让推呢，到时候。这个啊，哎呦，太小。
The girl is no doubt anxious to see the librarian. You now have what you need to access the librarian's office. I suggest you return to the library. His office door is located on the second floor.
切，我个是真小诶，我是安尼啊，第三章在这家。特别是用章节制的，我刚刚讲你应该先回还是安怎？
Sounds good.
顶我老卡呢，应该这样子。等一下。应该有包了，还是
He's zero here. They won't find me in here.
神作，拜。
定义。
这是头家呢，这个，这是头家呢。
They won't find me in
敌人嘛袂开门。
一下一个自言自语，开玩笑，真喜欢啊啦！那有拜会当开门啊？你是无在看我意大利啊？从自己来当开门，我莫有袂讲哦。这个门啊。看，暗迷宫你他妈想，看我夜视镜，嘿嘿，我新月在哪里？没错，所以啊，你在打，车头在打，靠腰，我想去打啊，我唔知。来，你来慢点，靠腰。哦，在家的，哦，你家，然后迄个，这不，这无安尼，这，Quiet night。哦，我看无这，有点奇怪。
A new taser.
Quiet.
大小。来。快了，来。不是啦。看你老师。你老师在粪便呢？你老师在粪便呢？啊，对了。对。
He's just up these stairs. Librarian! Librarian! Senor Octavo?
Senor Octavo. 靠北。啊，当啊！那个，几家家啊？几家家？哪个人？
The girl activated a video that appears to have been recorded only moments ago. I presume it relates to the dead librarian. It's important that we determine what happened. However, she's not accustomed to witnessing violence. It's difficult to anticipate how it will affect her.
哦，来看，来，算一下，敢要看？就是爱互伊看无？看这个命案现场video 安尼，敢要互伊看？应该是无多差啦，但是算一下，我这太小了，无啦你，妈算哦。 好了，来看下。
Senor Octavo, just the man I want to see.
Hello, Derringer. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Good book.
It is a classic.
Not just a classic. I mean, it's actually good.
How
can I help you?
Why does this guy, Edmond Dantes?
Dante,
right. Why does this guy tell Maximilian that his girl is dead?
For revenge.
No, Maximilian's his friend.
Yes, you're right, of course.
Damn it, man. You have read this, haven't you?
Of course, yes. I meant it has been a while.
Why does Dantes put his friend through so much misery?
I think the point is to teach a lesson. You cannot know happiness unless you have been exposed to tragedy.
Can't know hope without despair.
I believe that is it, yes.
Kind of like the pre-cows. They don't know up from down, good from bad. They got no perspective because they don't have a clue about the outside. Or do they?
This is an intriguing intellectual exercise, Derringer, but it is late and
Why'd you give the kids the Poison Manifestos?
I did not.
What do you do in that hidden room downstairs?
What room?
Think we can't hear that god-awful music bleeding through the walls?
I just read and...
Reading Sega's trash!
I have seen it,
Sega.
but I would never act.
Up down.
No.
You were planning to help the children escape.
No, Derringer,
I am done.
What happened?
了呢？哪有了？哦，无互伊看就对啊。妈呀！Entry.
Senor Octavo?
Yes.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Sí, I am Luis Octavo, yes.
My name's Quinn Derringer. My employer contacted you.
Yes, of course. The mystery man who pays me twice what I ask. Did he receive the books yet?
He did. And he thanks you. He'd like to thank you personally.
Of course. Tell him to come in at any time.
He's not in Buenos Aires. Is your passport in order?
My passport? What is this about?
My employer has some more work for you.
Mystery man?
I am done.
What sort of work?
That's the mystery.
Well, where would I go? Oh, impossible. I cannot close my shop.
My employer thinks you can. He'll pay whatever you ask.
He doesn't even know my price.
But he knows you have one. You got a number in your head, senor?
I do.
Good. Double it. Where's your passport at?
Oh, no. Wait a minute. How long will I be gone?
Just a few days. I promise.
Few days 嚟嘅，我未講。唉，真可能。伊就现在来这上个贼船，老师贼船。诶，这本那种
I'll take this.
I'm a little relieved you chose not to show that video to the girl. Still, it feels a bit like censorship, keeping it from her.
An old Zager cassette.
This looks like an old cassette tape. You may find this difficult to believe, but I am actually old enough to remember when these were popular. I remember seeing an old boombox when we ransacked one of Zager's hideouts. However, with the facility's new censorship system coming online, I suspect most of this Zager will be suppressed. The man enjoyed his salty language, to put it mildly.
We're gonna get in trouble, Weep.
No, we're not.
Weep.
He would never turn us over to Mireille.
He might if he caught us smoking his cigarettes.
Don't drag on it so long.
How do you know about this stuff?
I read a book.
One of Senor Octavo's books?
No, it was the manifesto. He has a whole
Manifesto.
chapter dedicated to smoking.
You're making fun of me.
What the hell's up with that bird?
Well.
Dear Senor Octavo, thank you so very much for giving me a copy of Labyrinths by Borgia.
Labyrinths.
Each of the stories was fascinating. I especially enjoyed the one called The Library of Babel. It made me think of you, surrounded by all those books, overwhelmed with the infinite number of ideas they contain, and left wondering which books contain the truth and which are false. Is it true you knew Borgia and discussed literature with him? If so, I am positively envious.
Envious.
Thank you again for the stimulating read. Your friend, 390H.
390H. 诶？
I'll hold on to it.
你刚要起来呢？好呀。啊！你照起啊，就要有超强单杠，死给杠。我等你呢，这个。干，那早点搬啊，就别去了。
It's too far away. That's out of range.
Out of range.
We should stay closer to each other.
Where'd the girl go?
What's that?
On my way to apprehend the subject. Heading away now.
Arming taser.
I'm pursuing the subject.
That was close. What's he carrying? Nothing of interest.
爽的。这样行啊，我就麻烦。应该在。哦，这边哦。太强了。
What do you got?
Look, pepper spray.
저기 다 뭐 없어요.
All right. Good thinking.
There's music coming from behind the first floor bookcase. Derringer accused a librarian of having a secret room. Could it be behind the bookcase?
Bookcase. Oh. Oh, 迄时阵我入来搜出来。
There's music coming from. Derringer accused a lot. Could it be behind the? There's music coming from. Could it be behind the?
这是加分的所在啦，就是寡道具还是啥物啦。
Situation is clear.
看下。你姐姐看领导是哪个？
I'll check his pockets. They won't find me in here.
The overseer runs this library like a wild animal preserve. Look, but don't touch.
Hey. 干你老师搞的，现在很新。
Good idea. My battery was running low. What's yours is mine.
对，这等来啊。 像啊
But don't tell me what it is, or it won't come true.
Republique
Don't talk like that.
Republique
said that someday the truth will rain down on this place and wash away all of the headmaster's lies.
I've never seen the rain before.
Sager wasn't talking about the rain. He was talking about the truth.
I don't care about the truth. I just want to know what rain feels like.
Oh.
I'll be taking this.
NTR， 那没 NTR。
Nothing going.
I'll take this. This must be a hidden room that Darren mentioned. So I need to use
This is no mere piece of paper. It is an escape plan.
Ayo.
A blueprint for a key. A master key. Capable of unlocking any number of doors inside this facility. But that is not all. In the garden, there is a gate to the outside world. A gate to freedom.
Freedom.
This key, I am told, will unlock that gate.
This may come in. That's out of range.
But Senior Octavo...
Shh. Un momento. Go ahead, 933W.
933W.
Can't stay here.
I'm too old to be tilting at windmills.
But you don't know what the headmaster is capable of.
Sadly, I know all too well. History abounds with men like the Overseer.
He will kill you. Recalibrate you.
Were I 30 years younger, things would be different. I would hew to the line that Zager has drawn. But today, I am merely an old academic with failing eyesight. I doubt I can even see the line.
I'll come back for you. For all of you.
Yeah.
Why, 933W, I find your compassion extraordinary.
Call me Weep.
Weep.
I'm not a number anymore.
所以 Weep 已經離開啊，係咩意思？ I'm done.
A blueprint of the Overseer's master key. The librarian suggested this key is required to escape from the facility. I know of a 3D printer located in archives. With this blueprint, the girl can manufacture a key.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Zager's silence deafening. The notorious terrorist is quiet, scheming. The arrival is just weeks away, and public enemy number 1 has gone radio silent. If the headmaster, or overseer, or whatever name he goes by these days, plans to take a bow on the world stage, he can't have a phantom hiding in the wings ready to sabotage his big production. I shouldn't complain. It's going to be one hell of a show.
Cái gì chờ này? Em vào em chỉ chờ một giờ. Để chờ.
Good.
Rồi chờ cái này hôn loạn rồi. Làm cái gì? 아, 네, 많아. 나는 넌 깔써.
Increase the threat level.
Good. 이 판인就是用造的，我发现。这就进熊了，这叫进熊。End。
Let's see what's inside the box. He's...
Enak ni. Bodoh.
Can you access that?
No.
An old Zager cassette.
Wow. Giờ mà bữa cay á. Ồ cha. Ồ giờ đấy à? Ồ cha. Giờ chỉ chọn bộ luôn nha. 但是不合理。所以，怎么样？
I'll hold on to this. strange-looking machine. I wonder if this is what the blueprint is for. Is there a way to turn it back on? No.
我喝了，我咧喝了啊！我靠，这个，哦，是，好水哦，这袂歹呢。其实这算单纯的就是说，我记有一个嘛是用光影照出物件，迄是倒一个游戏啊。对。水啦哦，这袂歹呢，这袂歹算了，真是我在追求的游戏性。哦哟，水啦，拔得回来去。无啥，we did.
We did it.
Oh well.
This key's identical to the one the headmaster used in his office. Let's go there now.
The girl has the key. Let's get her to the surface. Head back to the overseer's office.
伊剧情算单一，但是这个地路就足烦啊，所以你就敢还好。这路直就烦。你才过呢，我够紧。伊是个障碍太少，但是你会感觉讲，你也过很久，伊地都无大，但是你爱过很久是因为这个视角有关系。我是是刚刚是，要几楼？2楼，那条3楼吧，3楼。看吧。然后这个一个家，一个送。干扰一双手。够缓。一节视角切换我都变了。 唔是啊，唔是。哪里？干唔是？那是迄门，有可能吧？你唔是讲有那个锁是开？啊，对啊，这门。等先开这个看，关上去。应该没的。没反应，毫无反应，只是走过去。靠，要改开耶！你觉得开色啊？在改意思啊
Derringer and the headmaster went this way to the surface.
There's an elevator on the other side of the atrium. It's probably the girl's best chance for getting to the surface.
那有可以用电梯啊？你记种。你头壳无看嘛知影，那有电梯，然后看8级那啥。
It's been a long time since I allowed someone to speak to me this way, librarian.
I will not shy away from telling you what I see. You are the dark ruler of this world, Overseer.
This isn't a world yet. Merely a small corner of it. And the darkness you perceive persists only because you refuse to open your eyes. Now, if you will excuse me, I must tend to more pressing matters in the terminus. You don't have access to this part of the complex, so I will bid you farewell. Unless... would you care to see what we've been working on?
Not in the least. It is unreal to me. If I cannot hold it in my hands and smell the history in its pages, it is not there. I don't know what you do, and I don't care. But I do know fascism when I see it. I am well versed in the struggles against it. And I know that you will ultimately fail, as all fascists have failed.
Watch your step.
I will not! You must know this. You're nearly as old as me, but still so naive in the ways of the world. Control is illusory, Overseer. Your network, whatever you call it, I call it a trap. It will not catch everyone. And the ones who slip through it will regroup and stand against you someday. You think because of your fancy computers and your expensive surveillance that you can succeed with those who rose to power in the 20th century failed? You are naive. Control is a lie.
Control is the linchpin of a safe society. We fall apart without it. Now, as you can't seem to control your own emotions, librarian, I'm confident you don't recognize a need for control in society. Good day, sir.
An
elevator must lead to the way out. So many buttons. The ninth floor, the top, the surface. No, stop it. Can you do something here?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
No!
Calm down, or I'll have to tase you.
Help! Help!
Republic. Metamorphosis.
Citizens.
Oh,
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis.
Words.
Word never change.
Fail me tonight. I cannot rightfully describe the bleak, chasmal longing that echoes through my heart. Our beloved librarian, Senor Luis Octavo, has passed away. Derringer paid him a visit earlier this evening, hoping to discuss his exciting new role as cultural attaché.
Instead, he found the senor lying prone on his office floor, his heart failing. Ever valiant, Derringer sprang into action. He tried desperately to save the poor man. Sadly, it was too late. The librarian succumbed to the great unknown, cradled in Derringer's arms. But in a final act of appreciation, his words, I'm sorry. His last words, as he looked up at Derringer, were, "Thank you."
影帝耶，干你老师，自己写剧本呢，导演兼影帝耶，
As I'm
干
sure
嘛？
has been reported, Senor Octavo and I did not always see eye to eye. Still, I made it a point to listen to his thoughtful and honest assessments of our fair Republique. He was especially critical of our prized surveillance infrastructure. I regret that I wasn't ever able to persuade him of its importance. I learned at an early age to never speak ill of the dead. I must hold my tongue now. But I will say this, for it pains me too greatly to keep it to myself. Had our security been more robust, Luis Octavo would still be alive. A camera is an asset to our superior way of life. But what use is a camera without a good pair of eyes to monitor the feed? Had someone seen the librarian collapse, they could have reached him in time. I am confident the arrival will help improve security in the future, and thus assure us greater safety going forward. Thank you for listening. Good night, librarian. We mourn your loss, but we celebrate your life with an equal passion.
你是应该是日本吗？不对啊。其实，complete goal 呢？
我会免怀疑。
免怀疑，这嘛会当用，真即题就是，我是感觉即种较长的，我身高嘛应该是安怎？应该是我身高嘛，袂就跟你来在做。其实剧情的部分都还好啦，无表现的。表现甲伤好，嘛无伤歹啦，都是中中安尼。因为我知影这个公司无偌大啦，所以因做是差不多都应该安尼啊。但是因这代入感袂歹啦，你若看无灵异，你就看无啊。感谢各位收看，拜拜。
含糊。